Okay, we're back to the Frankie drama now. We got a couple of things going on here, fellas. He lost the back of his mod. We had to go buy new brake tools. I can't find mine. I'm assuming mine are in Frank's basement somewhere in one of his toolboxes, because that's the only time my tools disappear is when Frank comes over.
And then you find them.
So, yeah, but these I couldn't find. I looked for them.
Yeah, no.
I looked. I couldn't find them anywhere.
Then why did I have to buy my own?
Because I couldn't find mine.
No, why did I have to buy the ones I got?
I don't know. Because you probably lost mine.
I did these brakes.
Probably lost mine. Probably lost a set of mine that you got somewhere else. Lost in your madness at your house. Did you check the spoon? Those are the smaller spoons. Let me show the people what brake tools they need. Alright, to do drum brakes, if you've never done drum brakes before, these are the two tools you're going to need. Where's the little screwdriver thing? Where is it?
It's in there.
No, it's not.
In your car.
Now I got to go all the way back in for the key again. You're going to need this, spring pliers. This little clip helps get the spring off. These pliers will help
it should be there.
Pull the spring on, and this as well. We'll show you how to use that tool. They're not in there. You left them at the store, right? I don't believe this. I'm sorry, I missed this, guys. I thought I was recording. If you look at these little spring retainers, they have a little slot in them. You have to line this slot up with the little tabs on this pin. You got to hold them from the back, then the springs come off. When you remove your springs, your upper springs, the long ones, just keep them on the side that they go on when you're reassembling it. If you're doing brakes, you should really replace this hardware. It's better to put new springs back in. Now we're going to get this rear clip off to get to the emergency brake. I got to go get a big screwdriver or something. It came out.
It came off the...
Yeah, it came off the shoe. Look at this. This is bent too tight. How did that happen?
I told you they messed with it, adjusted it when I brought it to get it inspected.
Pull the pins out of the back. No, that's for your star adjuster arm. You don't have lithium grease either. There's your emergency brake right there. Wow, these are filthy, man.
Clean them up.
There's your emergency brake cable right there. Goes on this. This is your emergency brake. It hooks over on this arm back here. I'll take that off. How do you get that out of there?
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna have a connection fit.
Make sure you keep these in order which way they go. When you're throwing it back together, it just makes it easier. Where's the spring for this? The back spring.
Huh?
Where's the back flat spring for this side? Doesn't it have a spring on that side as well?
Didn't one fall?
I don't see
No.
it. No, it didn't have a spring on that side?
Then it didn't have a spring.
Right, that side has no spring.
I put that was all new brake too. All new brake.
The wide side without the spring goes towards the back of the shoe. This goes towards the front of the car with the spring on it.
How do we...
I think you just gotta like mutilate that to pop it out.
Yeah, and that mutilates back in. It
It
squeezes
pops,
in.
yeah, you gotta squeeze it. Gotta squeeze it. Alright, if you look at your brake cable, it's got these little tabs that expand out. right? To get the old one out, we might have to break those little tabs off. I don't know if we're going to be able to depress them. It's going to be fun trying to depress them. Better off breaking them off.
Cut it. Ain't gonna be here.
What?
Cut this. I'm not gonna use this again.
Yeah, no. What are you gonna cut it with? Find a way to get that retainer ring off. This retainer ring has a split on the back. See how that's split? I'm hoping that I can get to the split on the old one and then just pop that right off of there, because I can't depress those tabs. Give me a hammer. Get a hammer. Get my regular ball peen hammer. I'm prying these tabs off and just bending them and snapping them off. There goes the back clip, the split. Get that whole clip off the back. I don't like using my screwdrivers like chisels like this. See that spring-loaded clip? I took the whole thing off, threw it in my garbage can so it don't wind up in one of my tires. And you just got to pull it out of the back, pull it through. I don't like chiseling with my screwdrivers. It's not very good for them. Now you got to get that off of there on the back, on the body. Has that got the same ring? Go under.
It should have the same ring. On the other one it does.
Same ring?
The fuck? Let me see.
It's got the same ring. Same thing. Same retainer.
It don't look like it.
It is. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Where are your lug bolts, man? I only see 4 of them.
They're all there.
Yeah, well,
They're all under the tire.
They're getting kicked around. I only see 4 of them now. There's a 5th one there.
That's a caution on this side. You never seen nothing like this.
What?
The way it's rusted, you can't tell if it's a bolt or if it's at first.
No, can't see anything.
In the light. Yeah.
Where is it?
It's right there.
This is it?
No.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
This is so fucking corroded. I'm surprised it's not just coming right out. It's corroded in there. Oh boy, your car's really rusted. Doing a number on this, boy.
It got worse.
It's all rotted out.
It got worse this year. Come through?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at the equalizer. Where that gets snapped into.
You didn't come with a piece of foam on a new one, huh?
No.
Wow, look at the shape of this.
That's why I bought a new one of those.
Yeah, I mean, but your emergency brake is fucked up. I don't know if I want to disturb that, to be honest with you. You know that? I don't know if I want to try to take that off. It might not hold if we take that off.
Well, if you could get that out and get the new one in there, just do that.
You got PB Blaster with you?
No.
Didn't bring that either. What do you just figure you use all of my shit up?
No! I didn't think we need PB.
Come on, man.
For a cable?
Yeah, for doing this rusted shit, yeah.
I thought we were taking it all off, breaking it all off, and gonna put the new one on. But we better not disturb it.
I don't know if I'm afraid to disturb that. Let me see the new one. Boy, the road salt, upstate New York did a job on this car. That's Eastern New York for you. Look at that. Rust galore. Gotta soak that with PB Blaster and hope that rust breaks up a little bit. This is all rotted together. I'm gonna try some PB Blaster on here. Maybe some heat with the torch. See if this can be undone. I need a chisel now. Blinking?
Yep.
Right. I put PB Blaster on this, trying to break this corrosion down a little bit. I'm gonna try to give it a whack with a chisel and see if I get this apart. Hold this light.
I'll hold it to you, right?
No, I don't even need it. That's like really super corroded, man. That's supposed to be lead. That's not supposed to corrode in there. Isn't it? Isn't that lead?
It's supposed to be. Is it moving?
No, not at all. Got some of the rust off. Got it.
All right.
Where's the new cable?
The what?
The new cable. Yeah, I was afraid to trick that other piece off. I don't think we ever would have got the new one to stick.
I would have had to use the new cable.
You would have had to run them both, which...
I would have had to run all three.
This cable doesn't look bad, actually.
That cable is the cable that's coming from the front.
Oh, this is the equalizer. This piece here, it's got
That's
a little
the
piece of
equalizer.
cable on it.
Yeah.
It's got a little piece of cable on it.
Now you see the other piece? That's what holds the two cables together.
How come this is never going to reach here? Look at this. Is that the wrong cable?
No, this is the cable for this side.
Why is it so short? It's like 6 inches short. Let me see that cable.
I might have to run and go buy one.
Looks the same. But look, you see how this has more cable on it?
Oh, wait. No, it's the same.
No, it's about the same. Why can't I get it on the thing? I'm afraid to stick it in here because I'll never get it out. I may as well put it in, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to depress that spring.
Okay.
Gotta put a piece of vice grips on them. Gonna have to put a set of vice grips on there. Let me get this in here. Oh shit! Try to push that in from there. Fucking rust.
It's got a piece here. I guess you hit it with a hammer, a screwdriver. It's got a flat piece right there.
That's the right cable. It's the right cable, Frank. It's the right cable. You might have to adjust your cable, loosen it up. It's the right cable. I just don't know how we're ever going to get it on there. Watch out.
What do you need? Vice grips?
Watch out for a second. Give me the thing. Here's my screwdrivers.
Went in?
I think so. Yeah. Yep. Try to put that in that thing. Can't get that new cable into that connector because the parking brake cable has got to be adjusted and loosened up, and hopefully this is not all rotten. So that's where we're at there. We tried, both of us pulling, him pulling on the other piece and me depressing the spring, and still can't get enough slack. What's going on is the cable is too tight. even with pulling on that spring, there's no way we can get it into the connector. So now he's got to pull the center console out, I believe, to adjust the parking brake. So fun.
You don't have an extension in here?
Okay, to get your center console out, there's what, 4 10mm bolts?
One in the front pan.
One in the front, it's under a little cover. You got to pop up with a screwdriver.
One here,
One there,
and two in the back.
So there's 4 10mm nuts. You got to remove bolts. You're gonna need an extension to get in there with your socket. Then this the shift lever, the parking brake lever, you got to pull straight up, and this boot pulls right over it. And then the console swings up to the front. Then you got to cock it kinda and swing it out to get it out. Okay. And we believe that the parking brake adjustment is under there, which is absolutely retarded. What I did is I pulled down here, I put a vice grip on the cable here to depress the spring on the other side. Then I was able to pull this over with a vice grip again and get it in the connector. The trick to this is this thing in here. Let me show you this. You're gonna have to open your center console. This is a self-adjusting parking brake. Let me get a flashlight. This arm right here, you have to release that. It locks on these ratcheting teeth. So you have to lift that up and let that brake cable release all the way to the back. Then you're able to connect the cable. Okay, that's the trick to slacking off that cable. Now it's a matter of connecting it and putting the brakes back together. The cable back there just to give us a little bit more slack on this side. I don't know if it's going to make any difference, but it can't hurt.
We're going to have to hit this side in, right?
You're going to have to drive that in. Got to line that up with that hole. Make sure that cable's laying right. Yeah, put it under the other one. The other original cable had a nice rubber bumper on it. You should cut that and put it on the other one. I would cut that and put it on the other one. Does it slide off? Adhered on there, right? I would cut it and put it on with a
you can't get it off.
with a wire tie. You should be able to get it off.
You'd have to cut it.
Can't pull it over that end? Let me see. Cable came with this foam insulator on it. What I did is I took a utility knife, I cut it off. I'm just going to put it on the replacement aftermarket line with a couple of zip ties. They must have put that on there because that has a habit of wearing through. So we're going to put this back on with zip ties. Scene. Hey Frank, moths have been at your underwear. They're all full of holes. Never wear holy underwear when you're going to be on YouTube. The viewers don't like that. Please subscribe. I don't have any holes in my underwear. Please subscribe. Share the video. I'll try to edit out the holes in the underwear, guys. Look right here, right above the suspension arm. That cable, if you're using the aftermarket without that rubber foam insulator, that'll wear the cable out. Rubbing on the two cables. That's why the OEM cables had that there. So just cut that off and zip tie it back on. You'll save yourself a headache of your cable housing getting worn through. Okay? You need that bar. You got to get that center bar in there. You need to get that center bar in first. Goes in that cutout. Not there, down lower.
Now, what are the other two springs for?
And it came out again.
Should I give it tension now?
Yeah, after I get this in. Let me just get it on here. All right, release it now. Release that cable. That's better. No, it's still popping off. Why does that keep coming out, man?
Well, because the brakes are going to be tightened.
I hate drum brakes. Maybe you should put the e-brake on a little bit.
You want me to tighten it a little bit?
Yeah.
All I got to do is just pull on it.
Yeah,
right?
just lift the thing just a little bit. Like 2 or 3 clicks. Good, good. Hopefully that'll hold it in there. Nope, it's still popping out. It keeps coming off. Let it go. It's just the way this one's laying. Let me twist the cable the other way. I twisted the cable. That might help. Am I filming all this crap? Because this is a real waste of time. Good old American cars. Gotta love them, huh? You could release it. Gotta love them. 1932 technology. You know? It's good technology from the 30s. 20s probably. Alright, I turned that cable a little bit. Now it's staying on there, at least.
Yeah, but at one point...
Where did the flat spring go for this? In the brake?
Nope.
Not in there.
At one
Where
point...
did that fall to?
It had to be
No.
right here.
No, there it is.
At one point, all 4 brakes were like that.
Yeah, horrible. People were getting killed a lot.
My 76 Nova. I had drums in the front.
Am I recording? Is this blinking?
Yeah.
Okay, that fits in that notch on that emergency brake arm. That bar fits in there. And you got to try to line these up a little bit. Now get your pins. Now where is the star adjuster arm? This goes under here. This star adjuster arm goes on this way.
And that
This cup goes on there. This spring goes under here. Where's the pin?
I don't think that goes on the pinhole.
Yes, it does. I'm absolutely certain it does. I got one on you?
Yeah, on the Saturn, that piece goes up higher.
I got one on you, huh? You believe this guy? I got one on him. Believe this guy? Hold that pin in the back. This pin.
Oh, that one? I thought you had that one already.
No, just hold that pin. The shoe's got to come up more. Right there.
Fighting. Okay, the
Hold
pin.
that right there.
But even that, that's the hardest part of the break.
Let me try the screwdriver thing. Am I on it?
Okay, it's the piece is that way, so.
Let me see something.
Okay.
Try it with the needle nose. Let me line this up.
Okay, wait. I gotta line it up.
Just you leave it
Like that, right?
Stay right there. This pin is spinning with me.
I got it. Ow!
The pin is spinning with me, man.
Is there anything I could hold up? No, right?
What, the pin?
Yeah.
No. Why, you got tender fingers?
That shit hurts.
Give it a tap with something. Motherfucker, the cap just went flying now. Where did the cap go? Thank God, we got real lucky. You know that? We got real lucky. We lose one of these caps, we're fucked.
Yeah, I gotta buy a whole fucking. I got a set home in the garage.
Is that the right pin, or is that shorter than the other one? Where's the other pin? They're the same length. They're the same length, right? Take that pin out for a second. They're the same length, I know they are. Yeah, this is longer. This is the pin for that side.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see where it's positioned. All right.
Can you get it like that?
I'm gonna try.
You
Yeah, it
want me
doesn't
to
matter
put it-
where it is. No, leave it right where it is.
See, it's cocking now.
Got it. Hold up. Ah.
Oh, yeah, fuck, you had it. Oh,
Turning it. Ah, it slipped out of the plier now, you son of a bitch. There it is.
I think that's the hardest part of this whole break.
Do you?
Yeah, putting the springs on. You don't think so?
I don't know. It's all a pain in the ass. They all suck.
These were brand new.
Where's the
Look
other
what I did. I cut them off, and I put nuts on them.
Now, if you're going to do this brake job on your car, take everything apart, clean the backing pad up real nice, and use brake grease. I would
Yeah,
use
That's what I put.
I would use ceramic, Permatex purple ceramic brake lube. You pad your lubricate the contact points where the back of the shoe touch your plate. All right, it'll help your brakes work smoother. Clean your star adjuster up, lubricate that. He just wants to get this done and get the hell out of here. So we're not being fussy with this. It's just a matter of passing inspection.
Usually you soak the star adjuster overnight.
Soak
If
the
you're not
star
buying
adjuster overnight.
Yeah, if you're not
What
buying.
are you giving them misinformation on stuff you don't do?
I did it.
Soak it overnight. Just clean it up.
I soaked it overnight.
I think this piston's frozen.
That's a brand new piston. Was a brand new piston.
I need a big pair of pliers. That piston's frozen. I think that piston's frozen. Which one goes on first? The front or the back? Look, I think the front, the back goes on first.
The back goes on first because you took the back off first.
Where's that metal hook?
First the metal hook. Oh, you got
metal
that
hook for the star adjuster goes on. Then your spring goes in here. Now you'll use this tool. This end with a little bit of a divot on it. You just put that up on that tit there. Pull that up and work the spring up over it. It drops right on. Same thing with this. Drop it in there. Through the spring over that tit, and it drops right on. And that's how you do drum brakes and an emergency brake cable. Like South Main Auto does. I don't have the music for the brake clean. I got to get something that I have music with, right? We got to have something we use music with. I think it'll be PB Blaster because we live in the Northeast and everything's rotten with salt. Everything is horrible with salt. You want to get high? Sniff this crap. I like the flammable one better. I think it dries up quicker. The flammable one?
Yeah, Mike.
This still dries up, but not as quick as the flammable one. Now, you know why the flammable one's quicker? Let's say you got a car that's a crank and no start. You spray a little of that in the air intake while you're cranking it. If the car fires over, it's a fuel problem. But you can use this to spray around the intake manifold to check for leaks if you got a vacuum leak and you hear it start bogging down. You know? Where's the drum? I got it.
Now where do I put the Pontiacs?
What, the Nemesis?
Yeah.
I would put a little bit on the back of this drum right here.
Okay.
I don't think it'll melt down into the thing.
Yeah.
Let me adjust this first. Hitting a little bit, right? Trying to get the star adjuster here. Opening it up a little bit until the shoes start to drag on the drum. Hear the brakes just dragging on there slightly. That's what you want. A little bit of a drag. Give me the Nemesis. I'll put a little bit of Nemesis here on his hub. Don't go crazy with it. You don't want to get hot and going down into your drum either. Light glazing just to keep the corrosion from freezing the drum to the hub. I don't have enough where it's going to be running down into the brakes. I prefer copper never sees. If you're going to buy never sees, get the copper if you can. If you can't, the aluminum will do. It's better than nothing. All right, now we're going to put a little bit of this on the wheel. Where the wheel meets up, we're going to put some never sees right there. So the wheel doesn't get stuck on there again.
Take that.
Also put it on your studs. Gonna torque these down. Never sees those. That's enough. That way that wheel will come off nice and easy next time. Won't have to fight with it and get a sledgehammer. Oh, oh my God, my leg fell asleep. Console out in, you might have to turn your ignition to the accessory, or right before start pull the shifter back a little bit, work it over that, make sure you get the e-brake in there, then put it back in the park position and work your cover back over the e-brake. And I already told Frank this car is disgusting and he got mad at me. You don't like that, Frank?
Nope.
Keep your car clean then, damn it.
I don't have to dump shit out of my fucking middle console.
Well, why is it full of garbage?
It's all stuff that my insulin, pens.
Look at this.
Lights.
Peanuts, soy sauce, whatever that crap is, salad dressing, whatever. Come on, man.
I just finished telling you.
And look at you, got things hanging out of your nose on camera. You got big things hanging out of your nose. He's getting mad at me now. The YouTube family likes that. They like to see Frankie Danger upset. What do you think about that? Let us know in the comments section. Break Frank's balls or don't break Frank's balls? Let me know what you guys want to see. This was a little ridiculous. It shouldn't be that much of a project to put an emergency brake cable in. Definitely don't forget about that little paw there. You're going to have to release that because this self-adjusts with a spring, and I guess as it does it, it creeps up on the paw. If you don't pop that paw, you're never going to get the cable back through the connector. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. Please give a like and subscribe. Comment sections below for whatever you want to do. Please share the video. You can find me on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and the police blotter. No, I'm kidding. Take care, guys. Remember, take good care of your car and it won't look like Frank's. I mean, take good care of your car, it'll take good care of you. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good day. One more shot of the Holy Underwear before we closed. Pain in the ass on a 2000 Sunfire American technology piece of shit. I don't like American cars anymore. Hopefully the newer ones are getting a little better, but
They're not.
I prefer the way the European cars are built. A lot of mechanics hate working on them. It's just that they don't know what the hell they're doing. That's the problem.
Hey, you were gonna have to open up.
I'd rather work on a Mercedes any day. Now you should lube that so this doesn't stick on there.
Yeah. Put cleaning with the brake fluid first. Brake cleaner. Yeah. Should I spray the whole brakes anyway?
Do you have an access panel in the back for your star adjuster back there?
No.
Are you serious? It's got to have a...
You got to do it through the little hole.
That's so stupid. You can't adjust the star adjuster with the drum on. No. That's retarded. Absolutely retarded. That's totally retarded, isn't it?
I didn't build it.
So how are you supposed to get it off if the drum is frozen on there?
You gotta get it off.
Just beat it off?
Yep.
Is that what you're supposed to do? That's real smart. There's got to be an access hole back there. There's no hole back there?
Look, and you tell me if you see one.
That's crazy. Now what you're going to do is adjust your star adjuster. Open it up until your brakes start dragging slightly on the drum.
You think I could spray this on that whole thing?
Wait a second. Let me see which way this goes. Yeah, tighten it down.
That's how the old mechanics used to do it.
Where's my flashlight? Get something underneath here. I don't want that shit all in my driveway. It eats my driveway up. Go get that black tray from in the back.
I was going to spray it in dirt.
Do it in the middle of the street. I don't even believe these brakes are working. This is not how I would do a job. No, they're not frozen. It's not frozen up. This is not how I would do a job. I would never do a job half-assed like this. But if he don't want to take the time on his own car, I'm not going to worry about it. I would never do a job like this. It's half-assed. Got to get that black pan over by the side of the carport.